go. Oh! Yeah!
Watch me work. Welcome to NBA 2K TV. How are you today?
I'm great. How you doing?
Good. We're so excited to have you on the show. I know that you've been submitting.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, the Cavaliers are now a factor in the East. Jared Allen says, we want people to know they're going to have a fight on their hands. Over the past 3 years, it's been like, oh, it's the Cavs, it's an off night. But now we want people to look at us and say, we need to bring our A game. Kevin, consider that mission accomplished.
I agree. That's right, David. You're right on it. And thanks for the report. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Connaughton and Middleton share the wing duty. Giannis and Lopez hold down the post for him. And it's Holiday in at the one spot. And for Cleveland, they've got Mitchell, also Garland out there, and it's Osman in at the four-man position. Now, we might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt. These are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Now, here is Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. Holiday surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on the 3. Garland kicks to Osman. Over Giannis. Cans the shot from the wing. Osman's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Cavs. Pass to Connaughton. Middleton outside. Passes to Holiday. Now, Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, you can't say enough about how important Brook Lopez was to the Bucks' 2021 title run. He gave that team an element they needed to get over the top, particularly as a rim protector and a guy who could score when needed.
That free throw good from Lopez. When Lopez Clark arrived in Milwaukee in 2018, it was a pretty good union, wasn't it?
I agree, Kevin. I mean, he opened up their offense with his ability to stretch the floor as a big guy who can knock down threes. And then he really improved defensively and became an elite rim protector. The Bucks became a league power when Brook Lopez arrived. And a title came just a few years later. No coincidence.
Here's Holiday following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Holiday finds Middleton to the wing right side. Here's Lopez. And it's denied. Here's Garland. The slam dunk by Garland.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
There's the pass to Connaughton. Now Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton the pass to Connaughton. Kicks to Holiday. Lots of room. Milwaukee the rebound.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Back to Mitchell. This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 5.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here is Holiday. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. To end the run, Cavaliers with the rebound. It's a victory here for the home team. Last time these guys met.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Karis LeVert's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination?
To the paint. The shot by Holiday, no good.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here is Holiday. 11 points for him in that last game against Toronto.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Trying to get something going, and Holiday throws it down.
Really amazing. Absolutely astonishing how accomplished Antetokounmpo is on defense. I mean, he's disruptive wherever he is on the floor defensively.
LeVert from outside. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists tonight. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Rubio against Smith. Here's Allen. It's blocked.
Super recognition that time to come up with the block shot, as LeVert was quick to recognize where he was and get off the ground.
Holman here now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Donovan Mitchell. What's the status there, David?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Cavaliers. He told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. This injury could be devastating for them. This is a team that had title hopes, Kevin, and this is not what they need.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Out to Wade. Takes the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here's Allen. 11 points for him in that last game against Toronto. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Carter, he's checked in for Grayson Allen. Inside, here's Love. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Now, here is Smith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Yeah, and Smith doing a nice job getting his teammates involved. Terrific at spotting the open man.
Smith against Rubio. Wade for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Poked away. It's stolen by Wade. And now Love pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Guys, I think free throw shooting is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
Early in his career, Love got the stretch 4 label, but he's always rejected it. He prefers to call himself a post player who can shoot.
Middleton misses the step-back jump shot.
You're not going to see that very often. He just fades and he whiffs on that.
And so it's Cleveland holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We come back right after this.
Please give a big round of applause.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here's Garland. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. We've got Kevin Love. Ricky Rubio is out there with Garland. Then it's Okoro. And it's Osman in at the force line. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Lopez is checked in for the Cavaliers. Allen's checked in for Milwaukee. And so it's Cleveland with it. The three from Garland. Another miss by Garland. Well, the Bucks shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Here's Allen. He's off on that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Osman. Cleveland moving it around. Three-pointer. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Rubio. Rubio's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Timeout called the Bucks. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Cavaliers making a change here. Diakite's checked in. Connaughton, the bounce pass. Lopez finds Allen. And here's Giannis. Tries from 10. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Man, I like the confidence from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's so good at playing within himself, taking his time, measuring the shot, and then knocking it down.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
You know, when you think about the all-time greats in Milwaukee Bucks history, I mean, 2 names come right to mind at the top of the list. Lou Alcindor, also known now as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the 3 by Milwaukee. Rubio, the pass to Diakite. And Rubio kicks to Garland. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. Another 3 for Cleveland. Clark, both Kareem and Giannis Antetokounmpo are greats in their own unique respective right, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, forces of nature, both of those guys. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the iconic and unmatched skyhook, which was a lethal weapon. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, you think about his athleticism, his speed, his ball handling skills at 7 feet tall is something we've not quite seen. Both of those guys had similar impact in their uniqueness and their championship caliber mindsets. You know, he could see his squad was losing momentum, losing steam. Smart timeout to let them catch their breath and reset.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Rubio, the pass to Diakite. The rebound by the Bucks. Pass to Holiday. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And that one drops for him.
Just like clockwork, Lopez doing damage inside.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the 3-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And now in his 14th NBA season, just 1 All-Star appearance for Jrue Holiday, but that belies his greatness as a player.
Now, here's Garland. He had 22 points in the win against Golden State. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. And another 3 for Cleveland.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Back to Giannis. Allen outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. You know, Greg, you can make the case Jrue Holiday is the prototypical two-way guard.
And, you know, and defense can sometimes go overlooked. Just 1 All-Star game, but Jrue's impact perhaps greater than some other players with multiple All-Star seasons.
Now here's Allen. No points in the game yet for him. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee.
Rise and fire, young fellow. That's Love's mindset. Knows his team depends on him to take and make those shots.
Now here is Holiday. 5 points in the game. Stevens, the pass to Wade. Over Allen. No good off the back of the rim. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here's Middleton. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
I like the fact that Middleton can get the shot he wants because of his ball handling ability.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For Cleveland, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
It's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Bucks. LeVert hits both of them.
And LeVert, the Ohio native, has a ton of potential, folks. A tall, lanky shooting guard with really good playmaking ability.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Connaughton against LeVert. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Now LeVert sinks that one from the post. LeVert's got 4 points this quarter.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 3-pointers in the period. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we want it to, getting up and down the court at a pace. And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot better offensively.
We've seen that from your team, Coach. I'm sure it'll show up. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what was your impression?
It all starts with their shooting, and they're on fire from behind the arc. And I could say the opposite when it comes to the other side. When there's this much disparity in shooting, it usually makes a big difference on the scoreboard.
And Shaq, what do you think about Milwaukee?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. The coach should absolutely be ripping it. They need to take some pride on the other end and just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that's going to do it.
Okay, everyone, look who's running.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Middleton, the small forward, with Giannis Antetokounmpo as the power forward. Holiday leads the backcourt with Connaughton by his side. And it's Lopez in at the center position.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity, gone awry.
And the wide open shot from Connaughton. Off target with his 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
This is his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Middleton looking it over. Pass to Lopez. It's tipped. Shot clock at 6. To the left wing. Here's Connaughton. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Windler's checked in. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Diakite can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. Here's Connaughton. Giannis left side. And they'll get another chance. Second shot opportunity. Diakite with the rebound. Diakite's got 7 rebounds in the game. Down low. Osman kicks to Okoro. Good on the 3-point shot. Okoro's got 5 now.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
The Bucks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Passes it to Middleton. Shoots over Okoro. And again, the Bucks miss.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
The Bucks shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career 3-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
Here's Osman. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 5th assist in this one. Garland against Holiday. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Connaughton kicks to Giannis. Middleton outside. Pass to Holiday. Shoots over Garland. The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Diakite. Lopez covering, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Lopez, he's checked in for Cleveland. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Bucks. Smith comes in for Drew Holiday. Garland dishes to Okoro. The kick out to Lopez. Garland against Smith. Just 4 to shoot. And that's good. Darius Garland for 3. Garland's got 19 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Smith on the wing, guarded by Garland. Lopez outside. Middleton on the wing. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
I think Middleton is absolutely dynamic when he's involved in the pick and roll. He's really skilled at his decision making. He knows when to pass and when to shoot.
Connects from 3-point range. Windler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Stolen by Okoro. Feeds to Lopez. And he makes good on the layup. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And for Milwaukee, They're shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Pass to Middleton. Kept alive. They shoot again. The shot's good from Lopez. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Garland, the pass to Osman. Count the basket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
To the left side wing. Here's Windler. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Windler's got 5 now.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Ingles. Passes it to Smith. Lopez left side. Clock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Smith, no good. To the middle. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Here's Giannis. It could go. It's off. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Just keep grinding. Keep getting stops. The offense will come. See if we can move it a little bit more against the Reds and then drive it, move it, catch it, shoot it.
Clearly he wants his guys, Greg, to work harder on offense.
And I love what Coach Budenholzer said. Just keep gutting through it and eventually something positive will happen.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got a Okoro, and it's Neto in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And with the internet and social media, players Clark have so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players. Have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform of social media.
Now the pass to Beauchamp. Carter right side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
His first, second team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee.
First free throw is good. And Cleveland making a change here. LeVert's checked in. That one misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Carter finds Allen. And here is Ingles. Pass to Beauchamp. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first.
It goes on Isaac Okoro. When you look at NBA salary numbers, Clark, some rosters are only guys on the max or the minimum, one or the other. What happened? What happened to the middle salary?
Yeah, it just kind of went away a little bit, Kevin. Well, when you have enough stars on your team, they take up the whole pie, and really they deserve it. But I think you got to have role players, too, who are willing to take a little less, the crumbs, so to speak. But when you're talking 7 figures, crumbs is probably a misnomer.
Here is Carter. Karis LeVert making his last shot from deep. Ingles hits the three-point bomb.
For 3.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Neto, the pass to LeVert. The tray. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Guys, that's a cold-blooded answer from deep. LeVert takes smart shots and knows his range.
Now here is Carter. He's guarded closely. Wade with the defensive effort.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
At the line for Cleveland, Karis LeVert. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Wesley Matthews checked in for Milwaukee. Hill comes in for Grayson Allen. And he sinks the second. And in today's NBA, there are more and more female coaches than ever before. And, Clark, that extends to the front office, too.
Kevin, I think it's a trend that will continue. I mean, the NBA and society realizing that diversity in all of its forms is a real strength. And the growth of the women's game producing some outstanding coaching and front office candidates.
Good work there as it goes.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Shots good from Love.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Hill passes to Carter. Matthews with it. Players, Clark, as we know, are changing teams more than ever before. Some don't like it, some do. But free agency is something historically that was fought for by the Players Club.
And again, you've heard me say it before, Kevin, empowerment of the players I'm in favor of, and freedom of movement is part of that empowerment. And sure, it can cut both ways to where some fans and league executives may be a little bit frustrated by it, but I tell you what, it's good in my mind for the players.
Cleveland's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Neto surveying the floor. It's stolen by Carter. Wade with the block. Matthews with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Beauchamp.
2 minutes.
Knocked loose. Pass to Neto. And he banks in the layup.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Beauchamp, and it's Isaac Okoro with the foul.
His second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Rubio's checked in.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory
for the Cavaliers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
We don't see conference opponents get swept very often, but this has been total domination.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Darius Garland.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
They get a hand on it, stolen by Rubio. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. And the Bucks miss again. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Cavaliers foul. Raul Neto, his second, 5th team foul.
That free throw, no good.
He's a nightly triple-double threat, and I think Giannis is the most unguardable player in the game.
He hits the second from the line. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Neto. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kevin, when you win a game like tonight, what kind of positive things are confirmed?
That we can fight through it and beat any team in the league if we're playing well. So for us to get this win here, our sixth man is our crowd. They've been great. They packed the house tonight, and we got a big win against a team that's right up there with the top teams in the league.
You did it all together tonight, Kevin. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.